teenager next week. That really makes me feel old.
All part of my plan.
So we have been, like, the stream streak has been going for over half of Gabe's life. Like, holy hell. Mini Muck is now medium. Medium Muck. No, he can't talk to spirits. That I know of. Will Muck Jr. carry on the family business? So far, boo. So far, the thing that he is the most into that could possibly turn into an occupation is either game design. He is... Okay, the game Grounded. If you don't know of it, it's an RPG. It has a map editor. And he has made many maps on there. Like, he tried to make Dead by Daylight in Grounded. Like, he's used the in-game game editor to make a lot of levels, and he's published them in a way that other people can play them. And the one that's gotten the most plays has, like, gotten a few hundred updates. Like, imagine posting a YouTube video and it gets a few hundred likes, right? It's pretty awesome, actually. And I told him about, I was like, you know, there is, like, the real software the game devs use. Some of it is free, and I got him, like, Unreal Engine. That broke his little head. He watched some YouTube videos. He's like, I don't like this. I'm like, okay. But then he also has done animations. And I've got, like, you know, I've gotten him Procreate so he could practice this. Like, and then, like, drawing, like, using layers, you know, stuff like, you know, Photoshop type skills. So he's kind of like both drawing and also animating and also, when I say animating, I mean, like, frame by frame, like old school cartoon style. Drawing, animating, or game design. He enjoys those three things right now. And I've also tried to teach him, like, you know, you're not necessarily going to get your dream job right away. You might have to do a job you don't like before you can do a job you love. Like when I had to work tech support. And so he understands that. But I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go into one of those fields. We'll see if that actually happens. But that's kind of where his interests lie right now. Finally got my res capped, including chaos. Oh my goodness, I'm nowhere near that. I got 10 chaos. How did the Frost Mages work out? They were okay, but we ended up dying a little while ago. So now I'm not really expecting much of this, but I'm doing mass brutes right now. But we ran out of level 7 maps, so this is a level 5 map, so they're doing more than good enough right now because the map is a lower level. That took me a second, and I'm a connoisseur of dad jokes. I dabble in game dev myself, and I would say Unreal 5 is not the best choice for first-time exploration. I recommend Unity or Godot if you want to go super simple RPG maker. Let me write that down. You know what? Hang on a sec. Give me just a second. I'm literally writing this down. Okay, cool. I'll tell him you said that later on. Like, any hobbies that he shows interest in that could translate to, like, a profession, I try to give him all the tools I can so that he could attempt it and then see what happens. Like, when he was really showing an interest in animation and he was actually putting an effort into it, like, we got him his own tablet and we got him, like, Procreate and stuff like that, so he could take an actual jab at it. And if he doesn't like it, that's fine, but if he does like it, then, you know, it's an investment, I figure. But if he's just like, I like Pokemon cards, okay, well, then you're on your own. Except, like, Christmas and birthdays, I'll get you Pokemon cards. My guild has now killed Decima and Greer in the new raid. Nice. Congratulations. Okay. Finish this area. With Unity, there's a ton of great tutorials on YouTube. Yeah, he watched some of those. Yeah. Specifically, old school Rockies can teach him to make the simplest tower defense shooty things. The only trouble, CPON language that nowadays can be circumvented with visual scripting. Yeah, when he was messing around with Unity, he was watching, like, I found some guys, I was like, alright, look, I don't know how to do this, so I cannot answer questions on this, but here's a guide on getting started with Unity, and he went through a few videos of that, and, you know, made some landscapes and some balls bounce around, which involved him having to mess with the physics in the engine and stuff like that. But then, you know, he pretty quickly went back to just, like, the grounded game map editor thing. And the thing is, I remember as a kid, like, I was never really interested in like, making games, like, from scratch, but I did have, for a period of time, I was passionate about making my own custom maps in StarCraft, the StarCraft map editor. So I kind of get what he's doing right now, but it's, you know, definitely a little different. Let's grab 3 of these. I think we got time for 1 more. Let's make a level 6. Alright, let's see how this goes. What is that symbol? Expedition. Okay, that's fine. Alright, looks like we're gonna have clogs here, so let's... Alright, I converted 2 brutes into 2 arsonists. It is kind of cool that this class has a bit of flexibility like that, right? Like, oh, these are tight corridors. Convert some of my melee power to range power, you know? That is kind of neat. Like, oh, this is a big open area. Convert range to melee. Like, that's one of the things where I'm like, okay, I do like what they did with that system. But knowing PoE players, most of them will just get to one build and be like, alright, this steamrolls everything, and then just play only that without, you know, messing with the summons or anything like that. Summoner playstyle will probably open up a lot with Spectacles. Yeah, and then I'm guessing the 3rd Ascendancy option for which is going to be Summoner related. So that's the thing too, because like the Infernalist, for example, the only thing Summoner about it is the dog, which is, it's not bad, but like I don't even really care about the other Ascendancy points in Infernalist at all. Let's see. The Ascendancy that exists have more for minions than they have for Chaos Magic. Well, Chaos Magic comes from you. And there's a lot of stuff, like, for example, when you're in the demon form, every second you're in it, your spell power increases. That doesn't affect minions. That would affect Chaos Magic. So you could use the demon form to do exponentially more damage if you choose to wrestle with that. As far as blood magic, I didn't read enough about blood magic to really say anything about that related to chaos magic. Waiting for my summons, there they go. Waiting to see the booms. Nope. What's this? Blood Mage requires crit and damage over time, can't crit. Okay. So, who would use Blood? I mean, I guess Blood Mage would be used by Bone Magic, now that they buff Bone Magic, I guess. If someone wished to do that. Some of those firewalls are hers, some are mine, and I can't tell whose is whose. Sapphire. Detonate Dead was okay for Blood Mage, but yes, intended style seems to be Bone Magic crits for Blades. Okay, we've killed enough that we can see the boss stuff on the map. There's one more that's south of us. You know, sometimes I miss the final bosses of maps in PoE 2. Because, like, only, you know, because in PoE 2, finishing a map is most of the time just killing all the rares on the map. And only sometimes does the map have, like, a big bad, you know? And sometimes I find myself being like, oh, that was the last guy. You know, just kind of deflated. It's like, it's a little lackluster sometimes. I'm like, where's some big mama jamma gonna come kick my butt? That is a lot of electricity that's not mine. Orange item. Okay. I'll just grab everything now because we're wrapping up. Let's go see what this does. Let's see. Doriani. Okay. Level 16 mana drain, level 66 wand, plus 3 to all spells. Wow. Plus 18 to max mana, 9% increased cast speed, leeches 1% of max life whenever you cast a spell. Oh, I didn't even notice the name. It's Life Sprig. Oh, hello. That was a rather low-level wand in PoE 1. It's a 66 wand now. Unfortunately, skeletons are not spells. That's pretty cool, though. Put that in the box. And salvage bench. Okay. And maps. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. All right, with that, we are out of time for the night, so I'm gonna save it here. Gonna do kind of a closing thoughts kind of thing, because I feel like at the moment I'm good when it comes to this character. Like I can keep grinding maps and stuff like that, but I'm feeling very forced into the arsonist playstyle. I'm trying to do anything I can to get away from it, just because I don't want to. And right now, we're in the earliest version of the early access, right? You know, they need time. I'm not complaining about the game. I'm just explaining my thoughts. In time, I'm sure many builds will open up. PoE 1 has an astronomical amount of builds that work. Right now, in PoE 2, in this early access, I'm feeling forced to play Arsonist or be bad. That's the kind of thing right now. And I am intending to try Mercenary and some of the other stuff in the future, but right this second, I just wanted to play the Witch. And I am getting forced into a playstyle that I don't wish to do at the moment for my Witch. So I am going to probably put it down here for a time. And I think pick up, you know, some of the other games that we put on pause when PoE 2 came out and go back to playing those for a bit. And keep an eye very closely on the patch notes and stuff for this game. And maybe I'll dabble in like Mercenary and stuff like that off stream while I'm waiting on that to happen. But yeah. And again, not complaining, I'm just voicing my thoughts for the viewers. So I'm going to save our progress here and possibly pick it back up from here in a future build.